the financials of the festival, that is how I know that you're not a malicious guy. Because wasn't the festival planned out to cost $40 million?
Yeah, and the cost just I'm terrible with like managing budgets, and there have been so many people who asked me like over the past 6 months, like, hey, like how much money were you trying to get before you just stopped? And like I just like look at them like they're crazy, and it was never about the money. Certainly spent every dollar I had, every dollar I could find, whether that was from investors or from customers, to try to make this a reality. I just had no grasp at managing any budget. But like literally in the days before the festival, I think like $5 million came out of my account, like on festival expenses, like in maybe 72-ish hours before the event. So clearly thought wrongly for sure up until the last minute that things were going to work out.
So the cost was estimated to be around 40 million, and you were expecting
Yeah.
to make like 10 million. Is that right?
I like we were so far off. It became a point where it's like, fuck what we're gonna make. This brand is going to be huge, so let's just find any possible way to get an extra, $2 million today and $2 million tomorrow and $2 million the next day together to make this thing actually work, and just like not worry about the overall cost. So it just sounded so stupid, but I was just so dead set on making it work, like no matter the cost.
But hey, the brand is bigger than if it went well. I will say that. And I hope
Yeah.
that that will help you be able to, pay all those people back because the brand is I mean, the auction is a perfect example. And I use collectibles to measure the popularity of a lot of things, right? How great is an athlete? Okay. Uh, it's pretty accurate it's different for living and athletes that are gone, but like Michael Jordan's signatures are the most.
Yeah.
Michael Jordan's the GOAT. You judge brands and events. Astroworld, Travis Scott. It sells for a lot of money because people love those events. Fyre Fest stuff, for better or worse, obviously sold for a lot. So there's financial demand for said product. How much do you think about sort of that brand still being around and what you want to do there? Because I know and we'll talk about this too, but you're working on some new stuff now separate from that.
I think it's like the benefit is it gives me a chance for whatever I build next. And the caveat there is whatever the real next project is needs to be so much more impactful on a worldwide and positive level than anything Fyre was trying to be. Like, I just can't do a music festival again. Like, that in itself is not the right way to take the after effects and take the brand. However, it's been this like weird shift, at least in like the tech entrepreneur world where I operate in, that software has gotten easier to create over the past handful of years. And now it's this battle for attention. So this was totally different than before I went to jail, where at the time it was all about like getting the best engineers together. And now as like software becomes more productized and something that more people can do, it's shifting back to the need for attention. And I'm lucky enough that this opportunity will give attention to the next project if the next project genuinely is good enough and warrants the attention.
People do love a comeback story.